जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य,
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य,
प्रभु नित्यानंद,
प्रभु नित्यानंद,
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर,
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर,
श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद,
श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद।
So today we are going to change Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 9:16. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
वासुदेवाय।
Narayanam Namaskrityam
नमस्कृत्यं
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
देवीं सरस्वतीं
Tato Jayamudiraye Tato Jayamudiraye
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
अष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
नित्यं भागवते
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
भगवति
Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1 Chapter 9:16 Nahi asya karhi chitra jhani
न हि अस्य चिता
Puman Vedha Viditsitam
कुमान्
Yad Vijijñāsaya Yukta
यत् विजिज्ञासया युक्ता
Muhyanti Kavayopihi
मुह्यन्ति कवयोऽपि
Nahi asya karhi chitra jhani
न हि ह्यस्य कश्चिद्
Puman Vedha Viditsitam
पुमान् वेद विविदितं
Yad Vijijñāsaya Yukta
यत् जिज्ञासया युक्ता
Muhyanti Kavayopihi
मुह्यन्ति कवयोऽपि
नहीं अस्य कर्हि चित्राजन
न हि तस्य कश्चिज्जन
Kuman Veda Viditsitam
Kumanaveda vidhitit sama.
Yad Vignasaya Yukta
Yat vidigjaya yukta.
Muhyanti Kavyayopihi.
Muhyanti kaveyo apihi.
Translation purport by His Divine Grace of Charnaru Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Synonyms. No, never.
No, never.
He, certainly.
He, certainly.
Asya, his.
Asya, his.
Karhichit, whatsoever.
Karhichit, whatsoever.
Rajan, O king.
Rajan, O king.
Puman, anyone.
Puman, anyone.
Veda, knows.
Veda, no.
Viditsitam, plan.
Vidhitam, plan.
Yat, which.
Yat, which.
Vijijnasaya, with exhaustive inquiries.
Vijigyasaya, with exhaustive inquiry.
Yukta, being engaged.
Yukta, being engaged.
Mukhyanti, bewildered.
Muhyanti, bewildered.
Kavaya, great philosophers.
Kavaya, great philosopher.
Api, even.
Api, even.
He, certainly.
He, certainly.
Translation, please repeat after me. O king.
O king.
No one can know the plan of the Lord Sri Krishna.
No one can know the plan of the Lord Sri Krishna.
Even though great philosophers inquire exhaustively,
even though great philosophers inquire exhaustively,
they are bewildered.
They are bewildered.
Purport.
The bewilderment of Maharaja Yudhishthira over his past sinful acts and the resultant suffering, etc., is completely negated by the great authority Bhishma, one of the 12 authorized persons. Bhishma wanted to impress upon Maharaja Yudhishthira that since time immemorial no one, including such demigods as Shiva and Brahma, could ascertain the real plan of the Lord. So what can we understand about it? It is useless also to inquire about it. Even the exhaustive philosophical inquiries of sages cannot ascertain the plan of the Lord. The best policy is simply to abide by the orders of the Lord without argument. The sufferings of the Pandavas were never due to their past deeds. The Lord had to execute the plan of establishing the kingdom of virtue, and therefore his own devotees suffered temporarily in order to establish the conquest of virtue. Bhishma Deva was little bit scroll down. Bhishma Deva was certainly satisfied by seeing the triumph of virtue, and he was glad to see King Yudhishthira on the throne. Although he himself fought against him, even a great fighter like Bhishma could not win the battle of Kurukshetra because the Lord wanted to show that vice cannot conquer virtue, regardless of who tries to execute it. Bhishma Deva was a great devotee of the Lord, but he chose to fight against the Pandavas by the will of the Lord because the Lord wanted to show that a fighter like Bhishma cannot win on the wrong side.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanate Mirandasya Jnana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swamin Iti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayine Gaurakata Damadhaya Nagara Grama Tharine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadhe Paschatya Desatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Gopala Govinda Ram Srimad Sudanam Mukam Karodi Vachalam Pangun Langai Tegiri Metripatama Munde Sri Gurum Dena Pranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Maishwaram Hari Om Tatsat. So, very beautiful. The purpose, the plan of the Lord was that the Yudhishthira's bewilderment and his disturbance of his mind owing to his past activities should be completely eradicated by the speech of Bhishma Deva. And the Lord's plan is successful here. Everything is according to the plan of the Lord. So Srila Prabhupada also tells that rather than you make the plan and meeting the end result as frustration, better to accept the plan of the Lord and be blissful all the time. This is very simple, just like the Pandavas. They have accepted the plan of the Lord, just like Bhishma. He has accepted the plan of the Lord. So when they execute everything according to the plan of the Lord, that is called devotional service. I want to do what Krishna wants me to do. That's all. I don't have anything else reservation. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to please him. I want to please him. I want to do like this and show him the result and this and that. No. I just want to do what Krishna wants me to do. I just want to do what my Guru Maharaj wants me to do. And that's all. There is no any secondary desire. This is called accepting the plan of the Lord. So one who accepts the plan of the Lord, apparently they may be suffering externally as if they are undergoing several tribulations. So, but actually they are not undergoing any kind of tribulations. They are actually established in the very blissful situation because they are executing their part and parcel of the Lord. So this is very important. Completely eradicated this Bhishma Dev, all the bewilderment of Maharaja Yudhishthira. How it is possible? Because it was plan of the Lord. Both Yudhishthira as well as Bhishma have accepted the plan of the Lord, Krishna. Then only it becomes. And who tells this? This is told by a great, one of the 12 great authorities, Bhishma Deva, Mahajana. Authorized, 12 authorized person we saw in the previous session yesterday. The 12 authorized persons are the Mahajanas. So Bhishma is one among the 12 Mahajana. Mahajanas are spiritual authorities. So this particular spiritual authority here, Bhishma Dev is telling that everything according to Lord's plan. So Bhishma's purpose was to impress Maharaj Yudhishthira that no one, including the greatest of demigods, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, could ascertain what is the plan of the Lord. You can never understand the plan of the Lord. Now I am telling that you have to accept the plan of the Lord and act according to the plan of the Lord so that you can be blissfully situated throughout life and thereafter also. At the same time, here I am also telling from the purport of Srila Prabhupada that nobody, including Lord Shiva and Brahma, can ascertain the plan of the Lord. What is this, Prabhu? You are contradicting yourself. No. The plan of the Lord is inconceivable, but if Lord wants to reveal it, yes, it will be revealed. Because Lord doesn't plan and then execute. His plan and executions are simultaneously done. If he thinks, that is the plan. And as he thinks, it happens. This is the supremacy of the Supreme Lord. Like when Arjuna wanted to fight, Arjuna does not want to fight. Lord Krishna had a plan to kill them. As soon as he planned to kill them, everybody was died. And Krishna showed Arjuna, you see, it's my plan. Everybody is died. I also have a plan that you become, glorious for this particular act of my plan. My plan, as I plan, it gets executed. It is not that he will plan, he will wait, he will move things and then execute it like the material person. No. Lord's plan, the moment he thinks, it gets executed. That is Lord's plan. So being part of the Lord's plan is the best. That is why nobody can understand what is the plan of the Lord, because you are seeing only the execution. You're seeing the execution. His plan and executions are almost at the same time. So this is very inconceivable. But at the same time, if the Lord wants to reveal, just like the Lord wanted to show Arjuna what was his plan. You see, my plan is to kill them. And as soon as I thought of killing them, they are dead. You see. So he has shown all the Bhishma, everybody already dead. And then he told, my plan is also making all the glories to you. What my plan is, whatever I wanted to kill, I want to give the glory to you because you are my friend and devotee. That's all. So be just a nimitta matrena, be just an instrumental in my hand. That's all. So this is called accepting the Lord's plan and acting accordingly. Perfectly, the Pandavas are acting only according to the plan of the Lord, including Kunti Devi and Draupadi, of course, and Bhishma. Okay, all of them are part of the plan of the Lord. So they were executing. Apparently, there may be tribulations they have been undergoing, but it is not due to their past karma. Don't think like that. It is not. They don't feel it. They don't feel it actually. The Lord protects them and provides them at every moment. Okay, so that is where the understanding of the plan of the Lord is inconceivable. But if the Lord wants to reveal it, we can understand it. But being part of the Lord is your choice. Or part of the plan of the Lord is your choice. So you make your choice correctly. Don't try to understand, I don't know his plan. How can I be part of the plan? This is ridiculous. This is false ego. You first of all be willing to be part of the plan of the Lord. As soon as you think, okay, I want to act as per the plan of the Lord only, then the Lord will reveal it to you, okay, what you should do. This is very simple. Our Guru Maharaj is the exemplary living example. Every moment he is in the plan of the Lord. Whatever he executes is what is planned by the Lord. So you don't try to inquire it, you don't try to speculate it. The exhaustive philosophical inquiries of sages also cannot ascertain the plan of the Lord. So the best policy is simply abide by the orders of the Lord. That is the way you be part of the plan of the Lord. Simply accept his orders without argument. That is where surrendering comes. Without argument, you accept the orders of the Lord and just carry out. Okay. So Prabhupada mentions very clearly the sufferings of the Pandavas were never due to their past deeds. Must understand this. It is part of the plan of the Lord. So they apparently look the suffering. It's very temporary. This temporary suffering is not really suffering. Okay. And this particular suffering is to, the Lord wants to show something, to teach something to the conditioned souls. And for that, he wants some devotees to play the conditioned souls' roles. Sometimes he himself takes the role of the conditioned soul, like Lord Ramachandra along with his brothers. So they can do all these things. The Lord wants to teach something to the common man. Then either he wants some devotee to be utilized in that his plan, or he himself will act. Anyway, he is Swarat, he is independent. So his devotees are also equally independent. That is why he can use them, because they don't have any personal agenda, personal desire, personal plan, other than what is Lord's agenda, Lord's desire, or Lord's plan. Though that is why Krishna here using the Pancha Pandavas, even Bhishma Deva. You see, Bhishma Deva is more dear than the Pancha Pandava, I can say, because what sacrifice Bhishma Deva has undergone is intolerable. A pure devotee fighting against pure devotees and the Lord. Just see, because the Lord wants to show that his plan is always supreme and it cannot be defeated, even like Bhishma, who is a great fighter. In the battle of Kurukshetra, Arjuna is nothing in front of Bhishma. But still, Lord wants to prove. So for that, he wanted very pure devotee who could tolerate to be an enemy. And Bhishma is that. So Bhishma is more dear to Krishna. So Bhishma has proved as part of the Lord that even he cannot win. He is an unconquerable person on the planet amongst the conditioned souls, amongst the jiva, I can say. He is not conditioned, amongst the jivas. So that Bhishma has undergone this particular tribulations also, and he has been defeated for the first and last time in his life in this battle of Kurukshetra by the plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this we need to understand. So only by the will of the Lord, both the Pandavas as well as against the Pandavas, the Bhishma fought. Bhishma Deva, he was a great devotee of the Lord. He wanted what is his name? Yudhishthira to be enthroned, but still he fought against him. So because it is a plan of the Lord. It is a plan of the Lord. Though he also desired exactly what the Lord has desired, that both of them, Bhishma and Lord, wants Yudhishthira to be enthroned on the kingdom. Okay, but still he fought against him. This is called, going according to the plan of the Lord. Over to Shantagopi.
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुषुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताकस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो आचार्यपादाय निताय कृपप्रदायिने गौरकथादामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So very beautiful, as Prabhu highlighted, that we understand from this that this is 100% the plan of the Lord, and the devotees are very cooperative with the Lord without any argument. So here also Bhishma Deva is revealing no one can know the plan of the Lord Sri Krishna, because in the previous verse he is telling that the son of Dharma personified is Yamadharmaraj. Is Yudhishthira, he is there, and Vrikodara, and he is having Gada Yudha, and he is having that, and Arjuna, he is having Gandiva, unconquerable Gandiva. Apart from all these things, Supreme Lord Krishna is also there, but still irreversible activities have happened. Something which cannot be changed. A very bad things more happens, then we think, check. Why it happened? If it would have happened this way, it would have been better, like this. But immediately, people may think that no, he could have changed like that, he could have made a decision like that, Yudhishthira could have made a decision like that, Arjuna could have made a decision not to fight, Krishna could have guided them earlier, Krishna could have destroyed all the demons, or he could have changed their heart. So many questions, so many discussions would have happened. But immediately, so in order to clarify that, immediately Bhishma Dev is telling the reason that no one can know the plan of the Lord. So everything happened on the plan of the Lord, and they were all successful cooperative instruments. in the hand of the Lord. Not everyone, but the devotees. Not everyone was cooperative instrument. But the devotees, Panchapandavas, Bhishma Deva, they were all cooperative instruments in the hand of the Lord. So special personalities, we should know the difference between who's a devotee and non-devotee. The non-devotee's life, everything happens because of his karma and all these things. But a devotee is cooperative to Krishna. Whether he has to stand on an opposite side or whether he has to be in a cooperative with his own side, all these are decided by the Lord and they accept without argument. So the bewilderment of Maharaja Yudhishthira, so why so many people are killed? That is Krishna's plan. Krishna decided, like to Arjuna, even before the war, he has shown everybody dead, including Bhishma, including Drona. Everybody showed that they're all dead. So in this way, Krishna, when he's dear to his devotees, they have predictions like Guru Maharaj and all, they know. Like you see now that Guru Maharaj has been very nicely used as an instrument in order to be trained, to know the future, like very nicely by the friendship which he is having with the Supreme Lord and the dearness. Because the pure devotee's heart, Govinda is residing, and Govinda is telling the devotee is my Pran. So in this way, they are mutually loving each other. Due to that relationship, the pure devotee is revealed of everything. So here, very nicely, Arjuna was shown everything. Like everybody was dead already, I already decided they have to be killed. This is my decision. So Nimitta Matram Bhava Sabya Sachin. So another name for Arjuna is Sabya Sachin, just become an instrument. Same way here, beautifully Bhishma had become an instrument in order to give a very good chivalrous rasa. There are many rasas. Primary rasas are there, primary exchanges with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Loving exchange between them. So we already have the lusty rasa in this material world. That's not rasa, that is actually our blood. The camel is thinking that it is sugar cane and it is chewing, not camel, sir. Camel is chewing the cactus and it is tasting its own blood. The cactus has many thorns and it is poking in the mouth, and the camel is thinking, I am very tastily eating. Same way, some people, sometimes it is also mentioned as chewing a bamboo, thinking it's a sugar cane, and our own blood will come. If you chew the bamboo, only your blood will come. Your teeth will bleed. And you think it is the juice of the bamboo. That is your foolishness. Same way, it is not sugar cane. So the material world, whatever exchanges we are having between any relationship, is your own blood. End result will be frustration. Certainly, you try to chew and you will really, really suffer for that. Whatever you have tried to exchange, only the exchanges dadadi pradigrahana guhyamakya adhikrachati bhumte bhojayate chaiva sattvam priti lakshanam. That Vaishnava exchange is allowed. That is the way it has to be. If we try to sense gratify and from the relationship, we want to be Rasaraj and we want to take rasa from father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, child, and all these things, it will end result will be frustration. Suddenly it will vanish. People will die. Father will be there, mother won't be there, mother will be there, father won't be there, father will be a drunkard, he will run away with somebody else, or the child will be there and the child will become a bad person, he will rob, then he'll give, or he won't take up a job, and the parents will be very frustrated with the son, his behavior. We saw that Kunti Maharani was also having pain with sons in this way. The rasa between the jivas is not possible to be, it's not perfection. The perfection. So here, in that perfection, with Krishna, when we have the relationship, then it is Shanta, Dasya, Shanta, Dasya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, and Vatsalya, Sakya, and Madhurya. In this way, the rasas exchange, there are uparasas. Uparasas are like Hasya. Krishna makes a joke, we laugh, or we make a joke, Krishna laughs. And in this way, we give happiness to Krishna, that he laughs, we make a joke. And the same way Bhishma was giving here, chivalry is also mentioned as one of the rasa. Chivalry means giving pleasure to the Lord by giving a good fight. Like Hiranyakshara and Hiranyakashipu. They both gave pleasure to the Lord, like Vaikuntapati, the Lord, wanted to have a good fight. So the Sanaka Sanata spent, and then they gave a good fight. And Krishna got pleasure. How? When Hiranyakshara was there, Varahadev, and Hiranyakshara had The fight was not in 1 minute, it was finished. Long time it went. Sandhya call came and they were, oh, he is winning. Like that, when we see a game, how it will be. This is real game. This is not duplicate. So there's no betting and all here, the cheating and all are not there. Original, real, beautiful, the relationship between the devotee and the Lord. And the Jambavan gave a very good fight with Krishna. In Krishna book, when you read, you will see that then Krishna married Jambavati, who's the son of the Jambavan, is a devotee of Ramachandra, but he met Krishna, then he identified his master. We gave a good fight. Hiranyakashipu gave a good fight with Narasimhadev. In this way, chivalry is one of the rasa, that is exchanged. Same way here, Bhishmadev gave the chivalrous rasa, that even though he was not directly fighting with Krishna, but Krishna was the one who was riding the chariot and Arjuna was there, and there is a fight, and then Krishna himself became so provoked by the activities of Bhishma that he was about to kill Arjuna. Then Krishna took the chariot wheel and ran towards him. He told that I'll never take a ayuda in this war. I'll never take a weapon. Krishna promised. We will see that beautiful exchange in few slokas. In few slokas, we will see the beautiful exchange between Bhishma and Krishna. That he provoked the feeling of chivalry in Krishna. There is a pleasure, giving pleasure to the Supreme Lord by giving that exchange of relationship, mutual exchange, parasparam, that exchange. So it is a reciprocation. Guru Maharaj always uses the word reciprocation. So they reciprocate with each other. Or it's a two-side love. It's not just one-sided love. In material world, people think that God is there, so we are worshipping Krishna, we will meet in Goloka. No. If you exchange the emotion, Krishna will certainly exchange the emotion. Because he's fully conscious of all living entities. Abhignya, Jnatva, complete knowledge about everything. So the feeling of a spirit soul with the Supreme Lord is truth. It is an absolute truth. It is not Maya. It is not duplicate. What we have in this world. Like I think of somebody and that person doesn't even know I'm thinking. And he'll be thinking of somebody else. But it's not like that. In Krishna, he is Abhignya and Swarat. So when I think of Krishna, then Krishna knows that I think of it. This is not possible in the material world. So I would like to complete it by telling something important. Like Bhishma, and you see that Bhishma was on the opposite side. And in Krishna consciousness, the success or failure is glorious.
All glories.
All glories to devotional service. So he provided pleasure to Krishna, then it is successful. Success or failure is all glorious. All glorious. So here you see Arjuna won and Bhishma was defeated, but Bhishma won. How Bhishma won? Bhishma won the heart of Krishna by giving pleasure to him by chivalrous pastime. So now when Krishna gets pleasure, then by devotional service, Krishna gets pleasure. In the material world, what they think is success and failure is not the actual success and failure. Who is success, who is failure? Draupadi, it happened like this, like this. That is why we should be very, very serious that we should read and be guided by Acharya Parampara, Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, very nicely guided properly, especially by Guru Maharaj, who has taken complete Prabhupada instruction and practically executing and proving. So taking Guru Maharaj's instruction is 100% taking Prabhupada's instruction in authority. Oh, why you won't go to Prabhupada? Yes, I will read the purport. Guru Maharaj has told we will read the purport properly. But how it is digested, how it is practically implemented, we can see directly take from Guru Maharaj. That is the basic faith you should have on your Guru, that he is a perfect follower or perfect disciple of my grand Guru. I need not approach the entire Acharya Parampara. If Prabhupada has given Bhagavatam translation, Vyasadeva is given direct Bhagavatam only. Why can't you approach? So we should be very, very careful that we are investing our faith on the spiritual master. Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj I am indicating because we are connected with him and we see that he has completely proven over the 50-60 years that he is completely surrendered to his spiritual master and is executed. Practically till this very moment he is executing and he will execute. Executing very sincerely. So investing the faith on the spiritual master is very, very important, that we don't go and read Mahabharata. Because in India, whenever we, even in Krishna consciousness, when we start, okay, we'll take Bhagavad Gita class, the first questions will come, why did Yudhishthira, why did Krishna encourage war? Why did Yudhishthira fight? Why did he play the gambling match? How can you? So they want to debate that Vayasa Tirtha. Vayasa means crow. The crow will always look for filth. So they are looking for some diplomatic discussions. They are looking for some non-devotional aspects. So the person, they vilify even Panchapandavas. They vilify Panchapandavas, but they are not to be vilified, because here it's very, very good, wonderful. Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prabhupada. Bhishma Deva was a great devotee of the Lord, but he chose to fight against the Pandavas by the will of the Lord, because Lord wanted to show that a fighter like Bhishma cannot win on the wronger side. So 100% everybody, especially devotees, not everybody, of course everybody is also under the 3 modes of material nature, which is the external energy of Krishna. The external energy of Krishna is fully under the control of Krishna. Vyasadeva is seeing this. Vyasadeva is seeing the external energy is fully surrendered to Krishna. So no, everybody is directly or indirectly under the control of Krishna only. He is supreme controller at all times, even from the rebellious soul. The rebellious soul is directly not surrendered to Krishna, but indirectly it's surrendered to Maya, but Maya is fully surrendered to Krishna. She is not acting independently. She is not said to be fallen. So here, even a great fighter like Bhishma could not win the battle of Kurukshetra, because the Lord wanted to show the wise cannot conquer. So Lord's will. Why Panchapandava did so? Because Lord wanted war. So they just acted. When you become initiated by a spiritual master, non-initiated also, if you have invested your faith on the spiritual master and accepting him wholeheartedly, then also you will see that the God is, Krishna is guiding you. You can see that practically in your life. Practically you can see. But some people who are very formal and at least they have to take initiative. Then we can see that how wonderfully we are being guided in the life, in every moment, every second, how we are conscious. If we are conscious of Guru and Krishna, then Krishna is 100% always conscious of us, always. He's conscious of all his energies. So although he himself fought against, but 100% they are all cooperative instruments in the hand of the Lord. So we should not discuss so much Mahabharata in India. This happens that in the name of talking about Krishna or Vedic scriptures, they take Mahabharata and discuss very, very deeply. That is why Prabhupada has never translated. If it is required, he would have translated Mahabharata. He translated only Bhagavad Gita when there was a requirement in India. Because he knows that it is Krishna's plan that the Bhagavad Gita be stolen away from him. And then again, he happened to write it later point of time. But Bhagavatam Prabhupada translated, Chaitanya Charitamrita he translated. We have his lectures compiled into small books, and his conversations compiled into small books. So these are all the authorized information for us. So those who are interested in discussing non-Krishna conscious subject and Prachalpa, and bring Bhishma Dev and Panchapandavas into a non-devotee platform, they vilify. So it is mentioned, it's a Vaishnava Aparadha to vilify a pure devotee. So they vilify that the Draupadi underwent such a turmoil and trouble, and the Panchapandavas were not able to save. They are sitting there, they gambled her. So what is vilify is to make somebody a villain. To say that, okay, their activities are not heroic, but their activities are like villain activities, they cowardly activities. In this way, defame the original Vaishnava who surrendered to Krishna, fully surrendered to Krishna. In South India, even Draupadi one time, Duryodhana will be going, and he will come to the this yajna which is performed. Then Draupadi will be standing and with her friends on the terrace. Something they say, like she laughed at Duryodhana because he thought water to be non-water, and something like that. Okay, these are all from Mahabharata. Okay, and that is why he took revenge. Actually, she shouldn't have laughed. No, a pure devotee is inspired by the Lord to do a particular activity, which will certainly lead. Pure devotee, I'm speaking. If you're practicing pure devotional service, how do I practice pure devotional service? Very simple. 100% surrender to the Guru Maharaj. Our Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, I am saying, he has proven very well. So Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, therefore his own devotee. So Therefore, his own devotees suffer temporarily in order to establish conquest of the virtue. That is Krishna's plan without argument. We have to accept here. Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport. The Guru's instruction should be accepted without argument. Maybe we can specify how to. We can ask question. Guru Maharaj, I'm seeing you told me to do this, but I'm seeing the circumstance. How to do this? Only questioning. So accept wholeheartedly, not half-heartedly. Guru gives an instruction, you do this. Then, or he indicates. Sometimes he won't tell directly because he'll disobey. He knows he will disobey. So he will indirectly inform. And despite that, when he's indirectly informed, but still despite that, you are disobeying. That is also disobeying only. You won't have much spiritual progress. So you have to be cooperative without any argument on the other side. Because if our intelligence can work better than Guru Maharaj, then we should be Guru, no? How he is Guru? Guru has special abilities to see things. And we should, because of his surrender to his own Guru. People may say, no, so many Gurus have fallen. Because they are not surrendered to their own Guru. Whoever it is, Kapata was there. And he will get Kapata disciples also. And if he is a sincere disciple, he will find a correct spiritual master again. Like for example, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had a guru, Bipin Bihari Gosai. Bipin Bihari. It is a formal initiation, they have to take those times. So he formally took. And then one day, then after that, when Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur met Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he completely started taking instruction and considering Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj as his guru. In this way, he very nicely enlightened, because Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj is the disciple of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Vrindavan. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj is the disciple of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur very nicely started taking. So one day Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was learning from father also, from his guru also. Guru is Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Father cannot directly initiate the son, because it will become a family parampara. Very dangerous. Like I am Nityananda Vamsa, I am Advaita Vamsa. It is so dangerous, that family heritage. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to break it. He doesn't want family to be recognized as son will take initiation from father. It is like a Rajya. Prabhupada, the son will come and he'll claim his throne. Not like that. So it should be disciplic succession. So in order to prove that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur asked Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to take initiation from Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj, so that it doesn't become a family tradition or blood relationship or family heritage or property based on skin disease. So in this way, but later when this Bipin Bihari Gosai one time came, and at that time he is a guru. In those days, the guru will come and the disciple will do namaskar or bow down or dandavat. At that time, the guru will keep the feet on the head of the disciple. Those days, that was a practice. So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur very nicely welcomed him, bow down before him. So this Bipin Bihari Gosai got to put the feet on Bhaktivinoda Thakur's head. Then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a very grown-up and he was very well trained in Krishna conscious philosophy. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur just moved away in order to serve his guru and gone somewhere. Formal guru, no proper this thing, no proper Krishna consciousness guidance, but still he was a formal guru. So then, like nowadays, they give that Brahmana Diksha and all for Brahmin families and all. My family guru, my Kula guru, like this, there are so many like that Kula guru person. Then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur asked him, how dare you put your feet on his head? He is Manjari. Lavanga Manjari, no? He is Manjari. He is associate of the Lord. And he is a pure devotee. You have that guts to put your feet on his head. Bipin Bihari Gosai understood. Then when Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, he asked forgiveness. So that much was the power of, he corrected, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur would not advise his son to do it. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted to save that Bipin Bihari Gosai from a great Aparad Vaishnava. Great Vaishnava is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, otherwise also a pure devotee Vaishnava. So in this way, if there is a duplicate guru, then it has to be rejected, and at least Siksha has to be taken from original guru. So Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj has been proven as a very wonderful, pure devotee, spiritual master, and he promotes only as it is. He doesn't manipulate things in order to get name, fame, glory, penetration into some senior level or something, and at last you need to sell that. No, Guru Maharaj just gives Krishna consciousness only. Of course, he is very loving and affectionate to everybody. Dhira, Adhira, Janapriya, Priya. So we are very fortunate to have this Guru Maharaj, who was surrendered, a disciple of Prabhupada. So success or failure is glorious. Point number one. Point number two is we should not analyze and spend time in why such things happened in Pandava's life, why such thing happened in Bhishma's life, why Bhishma was on the other side. In this way, so many people in the name of Krishna consciousness, they will take us into Vayasatirtha, pilgrimage of crows, and we should be Hamsa. We should stay away from such discussion in the name of Krishna consciousness. And we should discuss only Bhagavatam, not like Mahabharata or something. We should not be interested in non-Prabhupada or non-Guru Maharaj, whatever is described. Other than that, like Gauranga Leela, Guru Maharaj is describing, which is Chaitanya Bhagavat, the purported by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. These kind of discussions is very, very safe for protect our Krishna conscious creeper. It is very, very tender. It is very small. It is our duty to protect it. So we should be very careful that we are sticking to the Krishna conscious subject matter so that we understand everything. It is not that we are foolish. Oh, you are not discussing, you are not interested. No, we know very clearly it is a plan of Krishna. A devotee will act on the plan of Krishna. So who knows the plan of Krishna? Bhishma is asking. No, okay, we can discuss the plan of Krishna. No, they will ask, they will try to pull us, but we should never enter into such conversation, because here is saying, no one can, what Bhishma says, no one can know the plan of the Lord. So what is there for discussing? You know Krishna's mind. Oh, you know Krishna's mind. You know Krishna's plan. You know why Krishna did that? I don't know why Krishna did that. He is Supreme Lord. How can I know? Am I Lord? I won't know. He is Swarat. So I cannot know Krishna's plan. I will be cooperative to Krishna's plan without questioning. This is the full surrender. No one, including such demigods like Lord Shiva and Brahma, could ascertain the real plan of the Lord. So we understand devotion. We understand the relationship between the Supreme Lord and his devotees, which are very sweet in exchanges. That's it. We can go to the next person. We'll see the size of the purport.
It's a little larger.
Wow. This is also very deep subject matter. We are talking more about the plan of the Lord. Wow. Okay. So we can discuss this tomorrow, because we have to understand practically how this is getting executed and the secret of how a devotee will function compared to anybody else. How a devotee should behave. You should wear kurta, dhoti. You should wear only white color. You should stand like this. You should march past. That is not how it is. What a devotee is described here by Bhishma Deva, how they are cooperating for the plan of God. So it's very good topic to discuss. So we will do that tomorrow. This is also a very important portion.
Any questions, comments, or realization, please do share with us. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much for the association. So tomorrow morning, sharp 5 o'clock, we will start with our congregational chanting of the holy name, followed by Srimad Bhagavatam class. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pavan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Bhagavat Satsang ki jai.
Jai.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you very much.
Hari Bol.